Think the building looks good from the outside? It's what's in the Strata report that could save or cost you thousands of dollars. I'm Dr. Linda Hamilton, author of Pay It in 5. We paid our home loan off in 5 years. I'm here to break down what to look for in that Strata report before you sign the contract, because a fancy lobby means nothing if the building's leaking, broke, or has a $20,000 special levy. These are shocks that you don't want to be finding out about after you sign the contract. If you're buying an apartment, a townhouse, a villa, or a property in a community estate, then you need to read the Strata report. And more importantly, you need to understand what's in it. This guide will help you to understand the basics of what to look for. You might be wondering, how do I even get my hands on a Strata report before I've even bought the property? Here's how you can access a Strata report. Number 1, ask the agent or seller. Sometimes a vendor might have paid for a Strata report. You can ask for a copy, but heads up, they're not always super detailed. Number 2, order your own report. If you want peace of mind, you can order your own independent report. Now this does cost money, and it covers things like building condition, finances, disputes, levies, and more. Here's a tip. If you're in the cooling off period, you can order this before you sign the contract or before the cooling off period ends, so you can avoid being locked in if there are issues. Number 3, full Strata records inspection. For a deeper due diligence, you or your solicitor can ask for direct access to all records from the Strata manager. And this includes things like meeting minutes, financials, legal matters, and maintenance history. This is especially true for older buildings, or I would even check for newer buildings. There have been some new buildings built that have disastrous impacts. If you want to know who manages the building, check the contract of sale or search for the Strata plan online. Number 4, use your conveyancer or solicitor. Your legal representative could organise and interpret the report for you, and they could even raise some red flags that you might have missed. Once you have the Strata report, here are 16 key areas to look for. These 16 areas have been grouped into 5 categories. These tips relate to buying property in Australia, so check in your country what you might also need to look for. Category 1, the financial health of the Strata. There are 5 key areas to look for here. A, the Capital Works Fund, also known as the sinking fund. Look at the balance. This fund covers long-term repairs, things like roof replacement or repainting. If it's empty, you might be the one to foot the bill. B, administrative fund. This is the day-to-day budget. Think cleaning, gardening, or utilities. A healthy admin fund means the building runs smoothly without constant levy hikes. C, Strata levies. Check the current levies and whether they're likely to increase. For example, are the levies fair for what's being offered? And are there any overdue payments from any of the owners? D, special levies. These are one-off payments for unexpected repairs or budget shortfalls. If they've been raised recently, or worse, they're being proposed, that's a red flag. E, the 10-year capital works plan. No plan? There's another warning sign. A well-managed Strata will have a clear, updated plan for future works or future upgrades. Category 2, building condition and maintenance. There are 3 things in particular to look out for here. F, building defects. Search for any mention of water leaks, cracking, structural issues, or reoccurring damage. These can signal bigger problems. G, past repairs. What major works have been done? How were they funded? And were they done as a patch job or were they fixed properly? H, planned works. Look into what is being planned. Are there any upcoming maintenance or repair jobs that could impact on your enjoyment of the property or lead to extra costs? Category 3, bylaws and compliance. Let's look at these separately. I, bylaws. What are the rules around pets, renovation, smoking, or Airbnb? These could impact your enjoyment of the property or resale value. J, compliance. Check that the Strata scheme complies with regulation, in particular, fire safety, building codes, and asbestos regulation. Category 4, insurance. There are 2 insurances that are of particular interest. K, building insurance. Make sure the building has full coverage, including water damage, rebuild value, and storm events. L, liability coverage. Poor insurance puts all owners at risk. Check what happens if someone slips in the stairwell or there's an accident in a common area. Category 5, strata management and community. M, meeting minutes, AGMs and committee meetings. These are gold. They show you how issues are handled, whether there's tension, and how proactive the committee is. N, disputes. A toxic committee can be miserable. Look out for patterns of conflict between owners, tenants, or the strata management. O, legal matters. Check for any active tribunal cases or legal action, because these could cost you if they're unresolved. And P, the tenant versus owner-occupier ratio. Are there too many investors? If this is the case, there may be issues with maintenance dropping or more short-term letting, which could impact resale value somewhere down the line. And here's a final tip. Always have your strata report reviewed by a qualified professional. This video gives you a head start, and a professional puts the icing on the cake, because they'll be able to spot hidden risks that you might not be aware of. And if you'd like to know what else to think about when you're buying property, check out my free First Home Buyers Masterclass for what else you must know about buying property. Don't let a hidden strata nightmare derail your property plans. Knowing what to look for can help you to save thousands in future headaches. If you know someone who can benefit from this video, share it with them and subscribe for more tips. See you in the next one.